Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Gonna post another full match here. This is a Horus jungle attack speed build. I've been playing a lot of Horus lately, especially in solo and jungle. I found a few things after playing that. One is when I was playing Horus jungle, I just assumed that if I built him full damage with flat pen, that you just one-shot squishies with your combo. What I found is that doesn't happen a lot, and then you're on cooldown and you're absolutely doing nothing. You're basically worthless, and you just kind of end up getting blown up once you don't kill them with your combo. So I was like, okay, this isn't working. We got to do something else a little bit different here. So I built in attack speed into his kit, and I've had way better success with him, because that way you hit your combo, but you still have consistent damage with the follow-up. Or if you miss an ability, like I do in this game quite a bit, unfortunately, you still have follow-up to actually try to get a kill. So, starting off with Eye of the Jungle, GODLIKE. At this mid fight, you definitely want to be aggro. You have a higher success on Horus of getting first blood than a lot of people. I do like using his knock-up to help clear waves. See here, it's just that easy. It's just that easy. Horus is just too strong at level 2. It's completely unfair, really. I would say at level 2 he is the most dangerous guy in the game. Bacchus is close. Who's also in this match apparently and got a kill. Bacchus at level 2 is also extremely dangerous, but I think Horus is better. But they're both quite good. Anyways, so from after stealing their jungle, I don't like hanging out there too long in case their mid does decide to rotate into the jungle, or their solo comes over, you know, they're pinging or whatever else that may be. We got first blood, we stole a camp. Let's not get too greedy. So we back off, see what's going on. I wasn't paying close enough attention to solo lane. I think rather than going and do my back camps, I should have gone over to Vamana earlier. Nice thing about Horus is you do have that nice ranged basic attack, so we end up securing the kill here with that. Goes a pretty good distance too. Which is awesome. I don't like backing until I have Golden Blade actually completed. Unless there's just really nothing to do, but it's just kind of a waste of a back. There are times actually though where it's faster to back and then run to a camp than it is to do what I'm doing and run around the map. It just kind of depends on spawn timers and what's happening and where you're trying to go.
I'm going for jungle buff.
Well, we've had a really nice rotation here with taking their jungle camp, doing our back camps, get a solo kill, do our yellow, go over to red. Thanatos is obviously upset. The fact that we don't hit that knockup is just utterly depressing. And then Discordia misses that, which I miss an ability, so I can't really blame her. But Thanatos just has nothing. I think he just knows he's dead. There's really nothing he's going to do there to live. I messed this up. So they're spamming the VGS, right? But all I'm thinking about is killing Cuckoo. And then I was like, oh my god, they're here. And rather than go for the kill, I went for the peel. And that was really stupid. But the thing is, if I had gone for the kill on Cuckoo, I think I would have died as well. Maybe that was a trade worth doing, I don't know. But that's on me for not backing up.
The power of the
I was bloodthirsty. Discordia, I think, was just kind of following my lead on that. Sorry, Discordia. But I mean, we've effectively neutered Thanatos. Any game that Thanatos is going to have is pretty much over now. We've killed him twice early. Stolen farm. I mean, he's in a bad spot. So after Golden Blade, it's kind of depend on your gold the next time you back. You can either go Berserkers, or you can go Brawlers. basically Brawlers and Berserkers are your next 2 items, and it's going to depend on if you have 1400 gold in your back, get Brawlers. If you don't, then start looking towards Berserkers. That's kind of my philosophy, because let's say you got like 1200 gold, but you really need it back. Well, it seems really stupid to just buy tier 1 mace, right? And you can get tier 2 Berserkers at that point, so that's my philosophy on it. And even if there's one item that you really prefer, like if you really need Brawlers one match, okay, fine, pick up, you know, pick up Brawlers second regardless, maybe, but most games you shouldn't need anti-heal that early. Especially in this meta where healing, where the global anti-heal is so good that while healing is still very strong in the game, at this early in the match it's not a problem.
Has arrived.
I mean, you can see how good his farm is though, like with Golden Blade. I can tell you, playing Horus jungle without Golden Blade is still good.
Perfect item to slay.
But Golden Blade does kind of feel like a cheat code as far as getting clear. Because his 2 is what you want to max first. I didn't even talk about this. You absolutely have to max his 2 first because that's his protection shred ability. So you want to try to hit them with that first. Now, when I'm really close to people, I find myself missing it a lot. And so then you should do your knock up first. I don't always follow my own rule. I'm not going to lie. But ideally that's what you want to do. And it's because it's the protection shred first. But when you're really close to somebody, it's really easy to miss that stun. Because there's like a wind up to it, and it just gets screwed up. I'll probably post another game where I missed that a lot, and that's my fault. I hate his Nami, by the way. Most people do, I believe. So anyways, you level his 2 first, because that's his protection shred. You try to hit them first, because then you prot shred them, then you knock them up. If you're really close to them, I suggest knocking them up first. It's so tempting to stun them. And I really need to listen to my own advice on that. Next, obviously we level up his knock up, and we'll level up his heal. And then his ult, you just put 1 point in, and then you obviously just finish that at the end. I love Horus ult, but you know, take Athena or whatever else, like it's just the main point of it is, you know, and the extra shield is nice, sure, but like the damage on it, it's not like I don't hit people with Horus ult. I certainly do land on them sometimes, but it's just not awesome enough that it would matter. I mean, that right there is like quintessential Horus jungle. Like, you just catch someone out for half a second, and they're just dead. Like, and that's just what he does, right? In terms of burst jungle, there's nothing like a Horus. Pele burst is intense.
Not a problem.
But holy shit, that Horus combo, man, forget about it. Luckily, we're having a good game this match, because otherwise the start of this game would be disastrous for our team.
They were warned, but sure. Don't trust the watcher who sees and on my way.
Mulan does a really good job this game, too. Look at that mana. I don't think he has much defense, and I think we pro-shredded him, and I think Mulan just did true damage and just absolutely murdered him. I mean, that was totally crazy. See Thanatos just straight running. I mean, who can blame the guy? He's level 7. I'm level 10. So this game, you see, we had enough for tier 2 brawlers, so that's what we got. I didn't want to back yet. All this farm is coming up. Like, yeah, we got a lot of gold, right, to go spend, but like, we're so far ahead that it doesn't really matter. It's not like we need the damage at this point to kill people. Case in point right there. I am probably being greedy by like following this up right here.
Enemy ultimate down. An enemy has been slain.
I think she got stingered. Good job, team. See, I'm greedy staying out. Like, I'm so far ahead. I got a lot of gold. Like, if there's farm out here, I just want it. I want to be relentless in my farm. Minions hit me there, and I was like, fuck you. He should know I'm there, but he's not paying attention. I pushed out.
Quick, remember your allies. Do not. That was a bit too easy. Even in numbers, they are no match. Double kill.
I don't really know what Thanatos was thinking.
Nice job.
You're welcome, Malone.
Fury. Killing spree.
Well, she had a nice rotation, so we'll let her have that.
The power of the divine will sunder the wicked.
Alright, enough pushing our limits. Let's back here and spend some gold. That Cuckoo and that Thanatos would have been dead far earlier if we had spent our gold earlier, but that's just how it worked out.
An enemy has been
Got little
slain.
Jimmy helping us.
You are glorious.
Mulan's killing it, man. I can honestly say I love Mulan. I played her a ton.
Your right tower is under attack. Attack! Fire giant!
But for whatever reason, I don't like playing her in solo. I like playing her support, which is super weird. People hate me playing her support, like my own team does.
On my way. Take middle lane.
See right there, we were really close, so we just did the knockup. That's what we should be doing.
You will not. They were warned.
Again, I don't
sure.
follow that rule
Don't
all the
trust
time,
the watcher.
because I'm an idiot.
Attack the fire
But
giant.
it's just so easy with this wind up to distance really close by. Which is weird, right? Like, it should be easier to hit him there. See how tight that radius is when I'm knocking him out.
This warrior is on a rampage. Someone stop them. Oh, jeez. Stop them.
Gotta love those.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, it's a tough miss. And Milan West. Yep,
That was a bit too easy.
nice for MC to show up.
Your right tower is under attack. Oops. Sorry.
Alright, so now we'll get Berserkers up. And then after that we'll do Shoguns.
Right tower.
Most games you're going to want to do Shoguns.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
I think having just a little bit of magic defense is really what you want. If you do want to try to fit Hydras into your build, just to stray from what I'm doing, or just to try Hydras because it is really good on him. You could go Hydras and then go like Mantle or like Spirit Shroud as well. You don't need more than one MP5 item on him. He's just not that mana hungry. Our upgrade is going to be Protector of the Jungle. I assume they're going to nerf that at some point, but until they do. We just missed the win just because of Bacchus. It's too bad.
Your left tower is under attack.
Whoops.
Cuckoo is a pain in the ass, isn't he? I kind of panic beads too. My whoops. I just kind of panic beads. I didn't want to die. Not that I don't think beads would have saved me at any
Remember
point there,
your allies. Do not let them down. Slain an enemy. What fury! Killing spree! An enemy has
Thank you,
been
Milan.
slain.
I failed.
They were warned, but sure, don't trust the watcher. See, here's all.
Be careful middle.
Yes. Bye.
What's crazy is you would really think with like Crusher, Brawlers, Eolans, Hydras, that you just one-shot everything in the game.
I'm returning left leg.
But you just don't.
Okay.
Like, that was like kind of the build I was going with, like Protector of the Jungle or even Boomba Spear with those items. We're so far ahead of this Thanatos, we've just done a clown on him. He just barely sidesteps my stun. I mean, his game was ruined at First Blood. First Blooding a Thanatos, it's going to be very hard for them to come back. Especially against a Horus jungle. It's just a terrible matchup for Thanatos too. Like, it's not even like... I mean, we poop all over this Thanatos, but it's really an awful matchup. Against other ability type junglers, Horus should always wreck them. Whether it's a Pele, a Thor, a Thanatos,
On my way.
Amnesia, I mean, any number of those gods, like, Horus should just poop on every single one of them. It's really against auto-attack jungles that Horus is most trouble because he can't...
Yes.
You know, Horus has got an amazing initiation where he can 1v1, but against an auto-attack jungler, you know, they're going to be able to follow up. If you don't kill them with your combo, you know, Erling can ult, Arachne can stun you out, and vamp bite you.
No?
Excellent.
And you have no one to fly to, right? Like if you're trying to like kill them in the jungle. But against other ability type junglers, you can get away with that. So even if you're not like a diehard Horus fan, but you just kind of want to like use Horus to counterpick, if they have a Thanatos, I'd absolutely recommend that you pick him. Or Thor.
Enemy falls. Who accesses skills? When you aren't gifted with immortality, skill makes you a close second.
I gotta say, I do give the enemy team credit for playing through this one. So many of them are having such an awful game that you'd have a lot of people that would just sit in base. This is a ranked game. The hard reset really screws us up. Like, my MMR is not where it should be right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. And so part of that is things like this are going to happen, where I'm not saying I'm the best player in the world, but I'm pretty good, and, you know, doesn't feel fair.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, the laughing. I get Vamana's laughing on us, but like, I think we're doing enough damage to them. So you can see we have no MP5. That was a pretty extended fight, and we still have some mana. We're not exactly like mana healthy, but oh, that was a pretty long fight. God, that cuckoo ult.
When will they learn? You will not falter in your duty. You are unstoppable.
I really shouldn't stick around here. So, I like to build my physical defense item last because, well, I don't consider Berserkers physical defense. I mean, it is, right? But like, that's not why you're buying Berserkers. I mean, it's partially why you're buying it, but it's also just an OP item at the moment. I can see them. What sucks is it's such a fun item. Actually, I already recorded my other video for Horus, but I played this game. But I talk about it on that video too, where if they do nerf Berserkers, I hope it's in its passive. I think because the item is so expensive and locked to warriors and assassins, they should keep it a strong item because it's the only auto attack defensive item that you can buy if you're, you know, for physical defense. So if they think it's too strong, fine, but like start by like messing with its passive and seeing if that helps, or even just removing its passive entirely, because the item stats are so strong as it is that they can just remove its passive. So I talked about it in the other video too, so you might hear a repeat, but that's my thoughts on Berserkers. How do we miss that stun? And the knockup. We're just trash at the game, basically. I'm gonna go back and reset. That was just terrible. I think he's really on this right there. We're not trying to face tank his mount here.
An ally has
Not with the
fallen.
Cuckoo right there.
Quick, reinforce his guard.
Cuckoo should already be dead, but you know, I missed everything on him, so.
If I ever fell, I would
He's
want
still
a
alive.
warrior like you in my stead. Godlike.
There's the godlike. Gotta love that mobility and heals though. Having that healing is just so amazing.
That was a bit too easy. Huh?
Even as low as that Bacchus is, man, diving a support under tower is sketchy business.
Enemies in left lane.
Not hurting for wave clear. Or for farming. I think if Horus starts to get picked up by SPL, then he will get nerfed. I mean, even before they buffed him this season, he was already really strong. He was definitely underrated even before they buffed him. His buffs have brought him up a lot higher in a tier list than I think he's getting credit for. Because right now, he's my top pick for support, for jungle, for solo.
Will sunder the wicked.
I still do love ESET. I post that ESET video. I still do love ESET too, but you can really only do that if you know that your mid is good. Because if your mid is not good, playing ESET support and kind of doing that build that I showed you guys isn't gonna work great.
Left, please.
It'll still work. It's not like you have to have, you know, Paul as your mid to make that work. But really, the point of it is to make an already good mid even better.
Thanks.
Anyways, I like buying my actual like physical armor last because I want to know if I need spectral or not. Ideally, we would buy breastplate and then have the glyph to upgrade. But if we can't do that, then you know, if they're building crit, then we have to go spectral because you know we're gonna do our combo, gonna almost kill them, and then they're gonna start nuking us, and we need to be able to tank that.
Attack the fire giant. Attack middle lane.
I was like, oh, we got many. Okay, let's go. Stupid dash. She flipped that really quick because she was looking directly at me, so for her to flick around and dash away is that high sensitivity. Come on, it's just a bait.
Cancel that.
Retreat!
Attack the fire giant.
Attack fire giant!
So anyways, we got a little bit of time here. So what are other things you could do? Like I said, you could try at Hydra's. Selling Golden Blade. If you don't go breastplate, you could go Gilders. Or you can sell Golden Blade and get Hydra's at that point. I don't think you need Gilders. But it is nice to get that glyph. It'll be exciting when they have a glyph into the game.
We must be ever vigilant.
They have a really good opportunity with that glyph system to make it so that end game builds can still be diverse. I was trying to find Izanami that whole time and ended up finding Bacchus instead.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I missed both my abilities again. Attack speed Horus.
Your right tower.
That's why you play attack speed. Now we had Jimmy too, so we had a little bit of help there. But even to have a chance of killing her, you know, gives you that leeway. You know, it's nice to not have to hit your combo.
When you are gifted with immortality, skill makes for
But you should be getting the combo.
Incoming.
My excuse is gonna be that I've been playing Xbox and PlayStation, and it's kind of messing with my
Attack the gold fury.
abilities on each a little bit. I've been sticking to Xbox because of that, but I can't post full videos on Xbox yet, so I'm back to PlayStation. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect, even if I'm playing on one console only,
Extra plating for my wings.
it definitely helps.
Group up.
Especially since there's an X on PlayStation and an X on Xbox, so using relics can be like sketchy when you're switching between.
Do not falter!
But it's nice having both accounts too. So again, props to the enemy team for playing this out. Not sitting in base.
Ascend.
Oh, stupid beats.
Group up.
And then he's got the slow immune. I need someone to fly to and ASAP. But remember, we got Protector of the Jungle, we got Shogun, we got Spectral, we got Berserkers, we got a lot of stuff.
You have slain an enemy.
We're not exactly a soft target. Well, plus we're Horus, right? So we got the Horus passive. I think playing FG here was not his fault. See me kind of hanging out here like I wasn't digging this. And I died. And that's why I was hanging on the outskirts. I shouldn't have run into the FG pit at all.
That was a bit too
That's
easy.
his call.
An ally has been slain.
That is a long death timer. And so I should have listened to my gut.
Ultimate is down.
So I don't sell Golden Blade to get both relics upgraded. Sometimes I even get a red pot before I upgrade it. Kinda depends what's going on.
Do not falter!
This line doesn't help me.
An enemy has been slain. If I ever fell, I would want a warrior like you in my stead. Godlike!
You gotta admit, it's pretty crazy. I've hit Godlike and Milana's hit Godlike. And A, we haven't won the game yet. And B, they haven't surrendered. Or C, they're not sitting in Fountain because they can't get us surrendered. But again, I'm giving all the props to them because
You are glorious.
really, especially if you're playing ranked, like just play it out.
Right.
Play the game. Any number of insane things can happen. You know, I mean, one team fight goes really horribly, and then you're at least back in the game. Or maybe they fuck up, you know, maybe we fuck up the Phoenix Assault, and then you just run down mid and kill the Titan, you know, because you decided us. Now the odds of that happening, some matches are slim, but it's always there. It's never non-existent. We pull FG again with no one here. See me pull off it again. I was like, no. I know we've been beating the crap out of these guys, but like they're not, you know, they're not just rolling over. Luckily we at least pick up the FG. I shouldn't have been on the line here. I should have went on Cooper or
Enemy has
something.
been slain.
Your right Phoenix is under attack.
Any of us flip pushing is an enemy, like Jesus Christ, you can't win. And then we get executed, we're just throwing.
The Bifrost relies on us.
Return
Do
to
not
base.
That's what I'm
back
talking
down
about. I mean,
now.
the FG call was not terrible,
An
but
enemy has been slain.
they got a Phoenix.
Return to base.
I'm dead. Luckily, his Nami couldn't kill the Titan, but that's not an impossibility here.
Attack the Titan. Attack left lane.
Attack middle lane. I'll attack right lane.
And I should not have been on the mono. That was dumb. I should have just let him run around with his big stupid self and gone and done something else.
Excellent. Retreat.
I'll attack Your team has destroyed a middle
Cancel
enemy
that.
phoenix.
Cancel that, guys. Do not push that.
Okay. Enemies incoming.
The one thing that they have to fix is the glyph like buying system. This shit's so annoying. I don't know how they're gonna fix it, but they need to.
Yes.
There's gotta be some better way for them to do that.
I'll attack right.
Attack the fire giant. Attack the gold
Cancel
fury.
That. Cancel that. Attack right lane. Completed.
I mean, if Fury's up, there's pretty much never a time where you shouldn't do it, even if it just doesn't matter what it is. Because you don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, just because it seems like we're gonna roll down and stop their face, doesn't mean you shouldn't take this neutral objective. Like, cause like, what if we don't? And then we've left a free Fury for them. Or even better yet, we go do an FG or one do FG. Primal is up, you know, replace it with an Oni Fury. And then if we need to push again, we can kill an Oni Fury to have Oni waves. You know, it's just, there's just no reason to do that.
Enemies in right lane.
The one thing Horus really is amazing at is Phoenix Assaults. Like, you know, one of the hardest things sometimes is just like getting in deep enough to get to their backline safely. You know, and there's nothing like a Horus ult to do that. Beating out this one mono was pretty sweet. I wish the Tuzla had picked it, but I mean, whatever. Certainly is going to push the enemy team back. So at this point, I realized, okay, it's like this is not working. You know, like we need to be able to just commit. Like, so I'm going in.
On my way.
Oh, I don't like to get more stunts this game. But it doesn't matter because now they're on their back to us, right? Now we've teleported behind them. It's in total disarray now. That works quite awesome.
Even in numbers, they are no match. Double kill.
My blow sunder.
So I'm happy with that. It could have gone better, but it also could have gone a lot worse.
Retreat.
Now, amazingly enough, they're chasing us and not watching AMC. Now, I have to admit, I've been guilty of this on occasion. But I mean, I wouldn't have let them back anyways at this point. So, I don't think there's anything they could have done. Regardless, because I would have just chased them down. I guess they could have split up and tried to recall.
They chose to fight us.
But I don't think it would
Enemy has been slain.
have mattered anyways.
That was too easy.
Good job on AMC to do that. So here's my Horus jungle. This is going to be a pretty typical build. Like I said, maybe you're going to replace Spectral with Breastplate. Maybe you're going to buy Hydras instead of Jotuns. Things like that. 19, 2, and 14. Not like you're going to have that game every time. But I can tell you, you can certainly have it a lot. I mean, if you start off strong, he doesn't really ever let off the gas. And you can pull numbers like this consistently in terms of at least a very solid KD, and having good player damage too. You know, just don't lose out on your farm. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Certainly got questions, throw them in comments. I'm always in the comment section looking, seeing if people got questions or feedback. Let me know. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel, and we'll see you all on the next one.